Maharashtra Governor K Sankaranarayanan has resigned. He was upset after being abruptly shifted to Mizoram last night. Sankaranarayanan quit hours after the notice was served to him after getting the transfer orders from Rashtrapati Bhavan. He becomes the 7th UP appointed governor to relinquish office after Modi-led government came into power in May. Sankaranarayanan was transferred and appointed as the governor of Mizoram, a post that was vacated after Kamla Beniwal was sacked by the president. The transfer came after Sankaranarayanan apparently ignored the nudge by the centre. Addressing the media after his resignation, Sankaranarayanan made his anger clear, indicating that he has become a victim of vendetta politics. Sankaranarayanan said that the media is intelligent enough to know why he was transferred. Hitting back at the BJP, the ex-governor said that now he is free to speak his mind.
I am here for the last 4.5 years. Today I resign my governorship. The reason is nothing, it is not that important. I am transferred to Mizoram as governor of Mizoram. It is not possible for me to go now to Mizoram. No other reason. As governor, I was not having politics. From today onwards, definitely I will have politics, active politics.
Well, China NC of the BJP is joining us on the phone line for more on this. China, of course, a very clear attack by the governor or the former governor now of the Maharashtra, clearly saying it's vendetta politics.
I don't think there's any kind of attack here. It's a clear statement from the governor where he says that he wants to enter active politics. We all know that the post of a governor is a constitutional post, and there is no question of somebody who wants to be in active politics continuing to stay as governor.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. That's what he said. He said that so far he has been apolitical. He has not indulged in any sort of politics. But you know why I am being transferred. Post this, I'm free to speak what I want, to enter into politics. That's what he said. He did not say that he wanted to enter politics and that is why he quit.
Well, that's the fact that he's making a statement such as this clearly suggests that he wants to enter politics. And I don't think we should read too much into this. You have a constitutional provision which ensures that it is the prerogative of the government in power to decide on the nominations of governors in various states. The government in power has done just that, and if we do exercise our constitutional provisions, then I don't think it is something that is left to the prerogative of anybody to comment on.
You know, absolutely, it's the government for the government to decide who goes where. But what has been seen, and that is what your critiques are alleging, that it's the 7th governor appointed by the UPA. So there seems to be a selected targeting. Of course, with the Maharashtra elections also nearing, it seems that the NDA government wants a suitable candidate. That's the allegation being made on you by your critics.
What have previous governments done? And in any case, whether it's a UPA or the NDA, there is a constitutional provision itself provided to change governors as per not just discretion of the government in power, but also credentials. And here there is no question of him losing his job. It's a question of a transfer to Mizoram. He chooses not to accept it. He says that he would like to enter even public life or politics. So I think the criteria is quite clear.
Well, of course, Shaina, just stay on with me. We are trying to get across to our bureau chief in Mumbai. Just before I let you go, there has been a lot of talk about trying not to politicize the office of the governor. It's not only the BJP, but the Congress also. Do you think that at least the governors should be spared of the politics between the political parties?
This is not about politics between political parties. I think we're reading too much into it. There are elected posts where clearly people fight elections. There are nominated posts where it is the government in power who has the prerogative to decide who these nominated posts should be based on their credibility and based on their background, etc. I feel that if we try to politicize it by suggesting that it's because the NDA is in power and that's why he is losing his job as governor would be unfair, because this is only a question of a routine transfer to Mizoram.
Yeah.
The governor in person has chosen not to accept it, and that is his prerogative, as it is the prerogative of the government in power.
Shaina, I'll request you to stay on with us for just a little bit more. Sahil Joshi, our bureau chief in Mumbai, is also joining us on the phone line. Sahil, the BJP, of course, Shaina, they're saying that not much should be read into it. It's just a routine transfer. But of course, there is much more to that. Elections are around the corner in Maharashtra, and it now seems that it was a deliberate step, isn't it?
Yeah, it clearly looks like that at this point of time, because if you remember, Ankit, earlier when it was told by the Home Ministry to some of the governors to resign, or they will be transferred. At that time, Sankaranarayanan officially issued a statement, and he had spoken to headlines today and had clarified that that is not the way that the governor should be told. Some junior officer from Home Ministry cannot ask governor to leave. There should be a proper procedure to be followed. So it clearly looks like that the governor of Maharashtra had opposed the move taken by the central government. And when he was being transferred, he was given a transfer order. He understood that this was a way out, and there was no other option for him than to resign, because he had seen the fate which was received to the earlier Gujarat governor. So it was pretty clear from his first statement itself that when he will be transferred, he will choose to leave, resign, than to accept the transfer. But at the same time, yes, there are going to be Maharashtra elections anytime soon, and the announcement will happen maybe by next week. Yeah. So before the whole process starts,
hold your thoughts there. Let me just quickly bring in Shaina once more. Shaina, you know, this is what a lot of people are criticizing. It's the way, and especially in the states which are going to polls, the way the Home Ministry is conducting their affairs. The governors are being told, and many of them have gone on record, appointed by the UP regime, that they are being forced to quit, or they are being thrown to states which are not going to polls. Shaina, are you there with us? All right. It seems we have lost the line with Shaina NC there. Sachin Sawant of the Congress party is joining us on the phone line again. Sachin, the governor making very strong comments against the government, NDA government in power. What do you have to say about this move from the centre?
This is basically, I really believe, very unfortunate, and the kind of mindset of this particular government is awesome. Because this Mizoram pattern is basically being developed to harass the government, and they are trying to marginalize and disrespect the constitutional bodies and the people who are holding those positions, which need to be given much more importance, much more respect. And it is not expected. And the same thing is happening with chief ministers. Yeah. These are condemnable.
Absolutely. Just very quick last question. It seems that Maharashtra, of course, is going to the polls. This decision has been taken with that in mind. Is the Congress and the NCP worried now?
No, why should we be worried? Basically, we are definitely prepared. The people of Maharashtra do not like such type of, people who have such kind of thinking, and because of which we have even the mandate since last 15 years. Yeah. And we are in power because of that, because the people of Maharashtra wanted these people to be out of power. And I believe the same mandate is going to be repeated. The Lok Sabha elections were definitely, is on their different subjects, and Vidhan Sabha elections, Assembly elections are on different subjects.
You know, the Chief Minister have also very clearly said that he's not going to share the stage with the Prime Minister of this country if he's heckled, if he's booed. There has to be some sort of assurance being given to him. Do you think that, especially with the non-BJP Chief Ministers and, of course, with the governors appointed by the UPA, there seems to be a vendetta campaign?
Definitely it is like that, and people of India are understanding this, the kind of approach these people are having towards the people who are basically should be respected, because they are holding constitutional posts. And the CM incident was, dreadful because this has happened. This particular, the manufactured kind of approach by BJP, where Shibu Soren also, the son of Shibu Soren, I think Jharkhand CM, also had to face the same kind of thing. And how it cannot be coincidence that Maharashtra CM, Haryana CM, and the Jharkhand CM had to face same kind of scenario.
Absolutely.
And basically the thing, more serious issue is this, that it happened before the Prime Minister. So I really feel it is a question of the dignity of the post of the Prime Minister more than the dignity of the CM.
Well, the politics over this, of course, is going to continue. Thank you so much, Mr. Sawant, for joining us with your views on this developing story.